Yeah.
Yay, here we go. Awesome. Let's let all the wonderful authors in. Hello, welcome. Oh my goodness. So good to see all of you. Hello, hello. Look at all these beautiful faces. Yay.
Mhm.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Oh my gosh. So good to see everybody for the Books That Save Lives holiday mixer. And it is just wonderful. I'm just like seeing all of these wonderful familiar faces. Mwah. And so welcome. Hi, I'm Sherry Reichert Ballou, and I am so happy to be sort of facilitating this today. And before we officially start, I wanted to give a huge shout out to the Books That Save Lives team. Let me read all their names. I don't think they're all here, but a lot of them are. So we have Brenda, we have Duncan, we have Krishna, we have Macklin, Tatiana, Lindsay, Erica, Alexa. So,
Oh my gosh, there's no.
huge congratulations um, to you guys for what you've pulled off this year, right? It's a pretty big celebration, and I'm thrilled to be here with you, and I'm guessing all of our authors are feeling the same. So, yay! So why don't we first, before we have each of our authors share a little bit, and I'll tell you what you're going to be sharing, let me have Brenda just say a few words, and so we get to hear from her.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for coming and thank you for being either a team member or an author for Books That Save Lives. And I was so excited about today, and caused me to cast my mind back to a year ago. And a year ago, I was a little nervous because I was getting ready to have knee replacement surgery, and it sounded so scary, and it was, but it went really well because I can walk. So I'm grateful for that. And I had no idea that, like, pretty much, within 2 weeks after the surgery, that my whole career would change and that I would be opening a publisher with Duncan, like, two months after, 2 months, I think, to the day almost, after my knee replacement surgery. And a few of you have heard me say that, but, like, probably, if you know me at all, and you do, you know that I run on a little bit of logic and a lot of intuition. And I kept checking with my inner guidance, because my friends were like, "Are you crazy opening a publishing house like this year? Like, who knows? Like, the economy could tank. Like, it's crazy." And I would say, "Well, I checked with my inner guidance, and it feels right." And it not only has always felt right, excuse me, but it keeps feeling better and better,
Hmm.
really does. And I feel so blessed, to both be able to walk and to work with all of you and publish books that make such a huge difference in the world, and to work with the best people in the world, including you authors. I just feel like the luckiest gal with a new knee in town. I really do. So thank you. Thank you for coming along for the ride. And I think it's just going to get better from here. Actually, I know it is because my inner guidance tells me.
Oh, Brenda, yay. Thank you for listening to your inner guidance because I know again that I speak for all of us that we are so happy to be here with you and all the other rest of the team who is mixed up here in with everybody. So those of you, I know I see a lot of people who have been with us for previous holiday mixers, and I also see some new faces. So I'll just give you a quick rundown. We're going to have the same format that we have been doing forever, however many years we've been doing these, which is that I'm going to, because just to make sure we get to everybody, I'm going to go in order on my screen and I'll call your name. And then when I do so, if you have a book or you might be a team member, you can just say your name. If you have a book, if you have it to hold up, that'd be awesome. If you don't, just tell us the title. And then I'm going to ask you just to share one positive thing that you want to, hopefully that has to do with your book or some feedback about your book, but it doesn't have to, and an intention for the next year. So usually what we like to do is to have everybody leave these mixers feeling uplifted and feeling more connected to one another and to this wonderful publishing house. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start. Macklin, you are the first person on my screen. And I know a lot of people know you already, but some people may not. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Macklin Lyle. I am based in Athens, Georgia, and I'm the managing editor of Books That Save Lives, and I was brought on at the very, very start of the company. And I have had the wonderful opportunity over the last year to work with Brenda and Duncan and gain so much knowledge and just appreciation for the overall work that I'm doing. Um, I am incredibly thankful this year for having the opportunity to have be part of the start of such an amazing company that has a focus on bettering the world. Because the world right now is a bit scary. And I think that if there's something that we can contribute from our little corner of the world, this is probably one of the best areas that we can do. Um, and another really great thing about this year is that I graduated college 1 week ago today. So, yay! I
Mm.
finished my undergraduate at Agnes Scott College, and I am so thankful that I had the opportunity to have such an amazing experience for the last 3.5 years there. Especially because my college has such a focus on bettering the world. Um, it was something that is really, really special to me. Um, and something that I'm looking forward to in the new year is really kind of establishing myself as a person who is really willing to be adventurous, but also have some stability in the world. Those are two things that don't often go hand in hand, but knowing myself, I think that I can make that really wonderful balance. Yeah.
Yay, Macklin! Congratulations. Oh, we're so
Thank
happy for you. And
you.
thank you for everything that you do for all of us, including
Yeah.
hosting this Zoom today. So thank you. Yay.
Of course.
Yay. Brenda, I know you already spoke, but you are next on my screen. And I thought maybe you would share the mission of Books That Save Lives. I just realized that maybe people don't know the beautiful mission.
Well, it all started at Heart Wisdom because I know we'll touch on that when we get to Kim Colgrove, who was I think, um, doula, or yeah, that she helped birth the Books to Save Lives as an imprint, and now it's its own publisher. But the mission is literally to save lives, and that is in many ways, like that can save minds too. I know when I'm talking to the psychologist authors, especially Eric Meisel, who's here, I'll say, we're saving minds, that's saving lives too. But it also is to represent underserved communities, people of color, immigrants, the mentally challenged, adoptees, like there's so many categories of people that sort of get left out and forgotten in this world. And so that's a major important thing that Books That Save Lives is intending to offer representation and make sure their voices are heard.
I love that, Brendan. Thank you for, I think it's so important that we all just always keep hearing that because it always makes me so proud to be here with you. Thank you. Did you have an intention for 2026?
To sell more books and therefore save more lives.
I love it. I love it. Thank you
Duncan's
so.
real happy to hear that.
Speaking of Duncan, you are next up, and I think that we're celebrating a brand new launch, aren't we?
Yes. I have a book that it's very different from the book I started to write, but it ended up being a pretty helpful book for younger people who are just kind of realizing that they're in debt. It's called Money Magic: Easy and Surprising Ways to Not Be Broke. Um, and it's just wisdom I've gathered over the years, and sort of as a gay uncle, I'm like sharing it with the world.
Yeah.
And I came from a pretty poor place in my young adulthood. Brenda can attest to that. I had nothing. I was living in a halfway house. I just, my life was pretty far down, and I have a house now, and things are much, much better. And I wanted to share how other people could have that journey who haven't had it. I would hold up a copy of the book, but I think I gave it away to somebody who really needed it.
Oh, Duncan. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Do you have an intention for 2026 that you want to share?
Yes, it's just what Brenda said, but reversed, saying I want to save more lives by selling more books.
Oh, yay. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much. And thank you for everything that you do for us too. I know you're wearing many hats as well. So thanks,
Yes,
Duncan.
thanks.
So, Tatiana, you're next up on my screen. Did you want to share with us? Oh, you're on the phone. Okay, we'll skip you. We'll go to Krishna. Hey, Krishna.
Oh, hi everyone. It's so great to see everyone. So many familiar, wonderful faces, and I think for pretty much all of us, we've all had a big transitioning year. As with Brenda, we both started the year with a different publishing company, and were very quickly laid off, but it was all a good thing because I think we've collected all of our good wisdom and experience from that experience and brought along so many of the pretty much we've picked all of our favorite authors to come along with us. So we're still continuing the journey. And so yes, and so that's been the highlight, is still working in the publishing field, but for a much, much more together company. And yeah, personally, well, I mean, I guess an intention is just like Brenda and Duncan, sell more books, save more lives, save more minds. I think that's the common thread here.
I love
Personally, I'm planning on just traveling more and developing my own personal art too. So being more creative again. I felt like this last year I wasn't as creative in my own art, but that's the goal for next year. And
Well, I love it.
I feel it coming along. So
And Krishna, thank
yeah.
you for everything that you do for all of us. I know, you're busy at work for all the authors, so thank you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to work with so many wonderful authors. That makes it easier.
Tatiana, I can't tell if you're off the phone, but maybe you could. Yes, you are.
Yes,
Awesome.
sorry, it was my apartment. They have our new mail key because we lost ours. So they were like, "Come get it." I was like, "Yay!" Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Tatiana Rubio. I'm the marketing and design side of Books to Save Lives. So anything related to that, social media design, marketing outreach, all of that falls to me or the interns that I, oversee. Um, Again, just really grateful to be here. I love working with the authors. I'm grateful that I get to see you guys all so often and that I get to, join in calls and attend things like this. It makes me feel really happy and it makes me feel like I'm providing a lot. And so, yeah, it just makes me feel like a good part of the BTSL family. And that's what's very important to me. I recently moved this last couple months, so I guess my goal for the new year is like I want to. I've never been a very social person, so I'm hoping that that will change this year and that, new place, new people, that I can do that. And then who knows, maybe I can recommend all of your guys' books to all these new people that I
Oh,
meet, and I can say, I think you should have this book, and I think you should have this book, that will be my goal is figuring out who to give what, where to direct them, which book to direct them to, and say, I think this is a good fit for you. Um, but yeah, I just really enjoy being here. And like I said, it's always fun to see everyone's faces. And I don't know, I just really like it. I love designing stuff for you guys. I love pitching you guys and, getting you guys onto podcasts and social media posts and stuff. It just makes me feel like I'm helping you, your book reach the viewers and the readers that it needs to reach.
And you do. Thank you so much, Tatiana. And speaking of socials, that just reminded me, all of our authors here should have received an invite to a Facebook group that is just for the authors. So we hope that you guys will join that because Tatiana and some of the other team members sometimes are posting really great tips in there for social media and ways that we could support each other. So just a little commercial break for that.
Yeah, if you need access to it, you can email me. I'm gonna put my email in the chat. You would just need to email me with what email your Facebook is attached to, and I can send the invite. Um, so just let me know. Nina, there should be some posts. If there's not, I can double check and make sure. I know there's gonna be a new one coming out this week, so or at least two coming out
Yeah,
this in the
yeah.
next week.
And please, all of you can post too. It's not just for the team members, but also like if you have something that you want support with,
Mhm.
let's use this so that we can really help each other to sell more books and save more lives, right? So, uh,
Yes, like Sherry's saying, the point is to make sure you guys are cross-posting in it also so that the other authors can promote your posts. So if you ever need or reviews on your Amazon, anything like that, make sure you're utilizing the Facebook group because
yeah.
obviously we have a lot of people here, so you could get a bunch of reviews on your book, which will boost it, anything like that.
Thank you so much, Tatiana. Hey, and next up, I see my dear friend GB. Hi, how you doing? Will it let you unmute, Brian?
There
There
we
you
go.
are.
How are you?
Great to see you.
You too. Thank you. Happy holidays, everybody. Yeah, I've worked with many of the people here in Brenda over at Mango with one of my books, and I have another manuscript that I'm kind of fine-tuning now and in chats with Brenda. And yeah, everything's really well. I'm just really looking forward to continuing to create positive content in a lot of different ways that I do. And yeah, I just feel a lot of transition and expansion happening for myself, as I know a lot of everybody else is too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you have an intention for 2026?
Yeah, just to continue doing what I'm doing, just really try to reach people in a lot of different ways that are heartfelt and authentic. And whether it's a short film or a book or a poem or yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I really love the positivity that you've been putting out. So I've been the recipient of it many times when
Uh,
scrolling
eh,
through social media.
Likewise, thank you. Yeah,
Yay. Well, thank you. So good to see you.
thank you.
Speaking of old friends, Kim, you are next. And wow, what a great delight that you're here with us too, since you are the one who kind of launched Books That Save Lives.
Hi Sherry. It's always so good to see you. Hi everybody. Uh, Happy end of the year and hope everybody's hanging in there okay. Um, First of all, my little logo here that I made says Books That Save Lives saved my books. And I am really grateful for that because it was a nightmare anyway. But had I not had a new publisher, it would have been a complete disaster. So I am truly grateful. Um, so you want me to say something about my book from this year? You know what I think I might do is I think so the whole Books That Save Lives story goes back to a holiday party where I had just taught at a conference and a man came up to me. He had just retired from 30 plus years in law enforcement. He was crying, and it was a mental emotional resilience 2 day training for first responders, veterans, trauma exposed professionals who were nearing retirement or who had already retired. And this man came up to me in a room full of 60 of his peers. He did not care that he was crying. And he said, I just wanted to let you know that your book saved my life. And I was so shocked by that and kind of taken aback. Anyway, he said, very plain, he was just very straightforward. He said, I had a suicide plan and I had my finances in order. I have one daughter. I wanted to make sure he's just very matter of fact. And he said, I was ready to execute that plan. And somebody gave me your book. And he said, I read it in one sitting, cried through the whole thing. And he said, I quit drinking. I went to my first therapy appointment and I reached out for help for the first time. It was mind blowing. Yeah. So I got a message today from somebody, and this is what keeps me going. And this is what makes me want to keep doing this work. And without getting too personal, when you talk about intentions, I have one, which is to be a little more authentic this year, because I think in a different lifetime, if I weren't doing what I was doing, I could be like a raging liberal independent journalist YouTuber. And so, but I stand in front of a lot of really conservative crowds. And so I said to my friend, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I don't know. And she said, listen, you can be a little more authentic. You just have to lead with it. Like, you don't have to. So this has been a struggle for me, because what's happening in society is harming a lot of people that I love. So, but I get messages like this. So I'll just read this really quickly and then move on. I got this today, and it makes me regroup and regroup and regroup and regroup. I don't know who this person, I don't know where he's from. He just messaged me and said, I wanted to reach out and thank you for the work you're doing. I've been a firefighter for 12 years. And during that time, I've experienced losses that have changed me deeply. I responded to a call. I'm sorry, I should probably give you a trigger warning.
Okay.
These people see and hear and endure a lot. So trigger warning that it's a little bit intense. I responded to a call where I recovered the body of my coworker, who was also my best friend. Another close friend died in an off-duty accident, and a police officer I was close to died by suicide. Also this year, my father passed away suddenly and unexpectedly just 2 weeks after my grandfather died. He said, over time, these losses have left me feeling profoundly broken. I've tried to take that pain and turn it into something meaningful. I'm currently working towards a master's degree in clinical psychology because I want to help my people, those who carry this kind of weight every day. Your book, Mindfulness for Warriors, deeply resonated with me. I've recommended it to countless people I work with because it speaks to the realities we often struggle with, put into understandable words. And he goes on and just talks about losing people to suicide. But one of the biggest challenges in this work, besides working with these people, and I hear from a lot of people like this really regularly, and they are in so much pain. And at the same time, not so much firefighters, but for law enforcement, everyone hates them. And so, I encounter people all the time that I hate cops, I hate law enforcement. So I'm always trying to bridge this gap. It's like, I want to teach cops how to meditate. And people are like, that's never going to happen. So then I'm like, well, hold my beer because I'm going for it. And also trying to help people understand the people who hate cops. Let me tell you what else they do besides harass people. I mean, yes, there are bad ones, so I'm always trying to bridge this gap and help people understand each other. And so I'm just babbling, but I'm grateful, so grateful for this opportunity, because this gives me a platform from which I can reach out and make a difference for some of these people, because I'm not kidding. They really suffer. They don't understand when they get into these careers what it is they're really going to see and hear and endure. And they have these invisible wounds that we can't even fathom. They keep doing the work, because most of them have this kind of call to duty.
How's it going with you?
Oops.
Feel guilt, feel pulled, like this is the work they
Sorry,
have to do.
Kim.
No, it's okay.
I just want to make sure everyone is muted. We're hearing somebody's background. Kim, that is so beautiful. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you so much.
Well, none of it would be possible without Books That Save Lives. So thank you. Thank you, Brenda, and thank you, Duncan. So much. Really.
Thank you. Next up, hey, Rachel Wolf. another dear, dear friend who's been around for a long time. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi. I'm doing good. It's so nice to see everybody's faces. Um, I'm doing good. Tired today, but good. Um, I'm very, very grateful that Books That Save Lives saved my book, and and not only saved my book, my previous book, but is publishing my new book and making it a series. So very, very, very happy that it will be the From a Loving Place series, which for those of you who don't know me, that's what I am all about is leading with love. So it's how to lead with love, even with the diversity, even and help people become just self-aware of where they are feeding into the fear, lack, and separation. And so when you're aware of it, you can change it. So and that's what my work pretty much is all about, is trying to help us see ourselves so that we can be a part of the more loving energy in the world and contribute more to that. So that's how I like to be a part of this Books That Save Lives. Very excited for my new book is coming out in April. It's Tending Your Inner Garden. And so it's all about just people understanding that our inner worlds are a garden and they're ours to navigate, ours to work on, ours to neglect if we want to neglect them, and ours to manage when we want to, when we want to manage them, they're ours. So, and it actually came that my book came to me from a author who was with Mango from one of the Heart Wisdom panels.
Oh,
So it's all kind of full circle, because I had written a piece for Bridget Jackson Buckley. I was on her podcast, and it was about the inner garden. And she's like, this needs to be a book.
oh, I love that, Rachel. Thank you. And Macklin has posted the link. And by the way, Macklin, thank you for doing that as we go. I'm going to just move us on because I want to make sure that we do get to everybody. But thank you so much, Rachel. And I'm so excited for your new book. We'll have to do a Heart Wisdom around it when it comes out. Yay. Yeah. Mr. Eric, good to see you. You're next up on our screen. How are you doing?
I brought my +1, Nietzsche.
Oh,
Everyone needs a finger puppet.
It's
absolutely.
beautiful.
My inner guidance is to eat more salami. No, I'm doing very well. What I'm grateful for is to have been able to live the writing life for 55 years now. I'm sure that was a dream of mine at the age of 2 that I would get to lead the writing life. So I'm grateful about that. To piggyback on Macklin's story about graduating, not story, announcement of graduating. I had, I think, the lowest GPA in the history of Brooklyn College. Like, I think it was a minus number. It took them a year and a half to throw me out. My way of attending college was to never go to a single class. Didn't work. At any rate, I'm grateful to have survived my 17, 18, 19, and 20-year-old machinations and be here today. I have 2 books coming out. One is called Night Brilliance, which explains my thoughts on sleep thinking, that is, how to solve problems and increase your creativity while you sleep. Different from dreaming. It's not a dreaming book, it's a thinking book. And then a book called Brave New Mind, which teaches the idea of serene readiness, which I think are the 2 qualities that the contemporary mind needs. So I'm looking forward. One comes out in January, one in February. Looking forward to the 2 of them, and glad to be here.
Oh, yay, Eric. Thank you so much. Yeah, yay. Thanks for bringing your guests too. I love it. Erica, hi, you're next up. Good to see you.
Hello, directly following fellow Eric. I am a descriptive copywriter intern on the BTSL team, And I was onboarded by Duncan and Brenda back in, I think it was July this year. So relatively new compared to the rest, but I help with like smaller tasks such as compiling lists and sending out pitches. Yeah, I assist around with miscellaneous tasks, and I've been really honored to work with all of these books. I see these, I read their blurbs on Amazon as I'm compiling data, and I'm just wowed to be here seeing all of your faces on this Zoom and to hear all of you describing your work and how you got here today. It's really inspiring, and I thank you all for all the things you're doing to save these lives. So thank you to the BTSL team, and thank you to all of you.
And Erica, thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing for all of us. We really appreciate you. It's good to have you here. I'm glad you could make it.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Yay. Hey, Ms. Deborah Eckerling. Fantastic to see you.
I think I just got in under the wire. So Brenda loves this. On 12/12 at 11/11, I was finally able to sign my termination of rights for the bad people and bring this beautiful baby, which came out the beginning of last year and has suffered at the consequences of he who must not be named. So I am particularly thrilled because it's friggin' New Year, New You time. And this book that Brenda's fingerprints are, as we know, all over it, because I said to Brenda, isn't it a couple, like almost exactly 2 years ago, isn't it time we did another book together? Which came out. So I'm very excited to be becoming one of the official members of BTSL. I have been a cheerleader from BTSL from the time that, and I got the news of Brenda leaving that other place the day my book came out. 2 weeks after the California fires. This is a book of joy, people. And I think we can admit that the last year has been like the opposite. So I am thrilled to be a member of this family and also to be able to relaunch my book this year because everybody needs that piece of hope, that piece of heart. With what I call it, choose your own adventure. You know, you flip to a page, it tells you what you need to hear. And the one that I just flipped to because it's my favorite parlor chick. Oh, it's about networking. Yeah, leverage your networks network. We're all here to help uplift each other. So let's just make it an amazing year. And thank you for having me.
Ah, Deborah, thank you. And thank you for bringing your good energy to us as always. Yay. Oh, and look who's next. You guys, this is so fun. I'm seeing some faces I haven't seen in so long. Kate, it is fantastic to see you. You look great in red. Hello, hello. Will it let you unmute? It should let you unmute, Miss. There you are.
There I am. Hello. I'm just here to hear all your great stories, the promise of new publishing with Brenda and the team. And it really sounds like a terrific mission. So I'm just amazed. I shouldn't be amazed, but I am amazed that Brenda, you pulled this out of a hat. You made it happen. And here are these fantastic, talented, well-motivated, loving people contributing to a better world. So congratulations and Happy New Year.
Ah, Kate. And Macklin has posted Kate's book, Story Power. She is the storytelling queen, and we're so thrilled that you're here with us, Kate. It's great to see you. Yay.
Thank you. Yeah, and also my little story is that Mango sold my book before it crashed.
Okay, so you're doing good. Your book is doing all right. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's still out there. Yeah.
Yay. Oh, awesome. Thank you. And thanks for coming. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
Yay. Oh, and speaking of queens, Miss Sue. Hello, my friend. Queen of Compassion, next up. Will it let you unmute?
Yes. Yeah. Hi, everybody. It's really fun to see you and hear you. And the book that's coming or has just been released is called the Woman's Book of Mindfulness. So I understand the when Kate talks about her life-saving ways of using mindfulness. I really understand that. My my challenge right now is to put that mindfulness to use, and also my kind of soapbox in all of the books that I've written and so forth has been self-compassion, and that's being put to the test right now. I'm a full-time caretaker for my husband, and it's been going on about 15 years, but the last 2 or 3 years have been really difficult. I've managed to hang out in not resilience, that was a misspoke, resistance and grief and denial for up until about 2 years ago. And so I'm really getting to walk my talk on the self-compassion thing. And my hope and prayer and intention for the new year is to have my inner and my outer align, because I can be outwardly pretty unfailingly kind and loving, but inwardly sometimes I'm just crazy. And I'm lucky I have a very good support system. My kids are wonderful. And this group and the new energy I've known Brenda for a long, long time. And this new energy just feels like this is what you were made for, dear. And it just makes my heart happy. And it gives me also something to, my husband and I were very, very connected in publishing the first few books. And so it just keeps that sort of energy also. Like when I told him I was coming here, he said, "You go, author." And it was just so sweet. And so anyway, I would appreciate your prayers. And for him, Gene, I hope that he can stay happy and safe. So thank you for so much more than I can really express.
Oh, Sue, we love you so much. And thank you. You know, one of the things, every time I have ever been in your presence, you have shown up with such authenticity, and you're just so present, and you bring such just thoughtful ways of being in the world and sharing what's going on for us. And yeah, let's just take a moment. Let's all just like send Sue and Jean lots of fantastically good energy. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to need to leave a little early because I need to take him to a doctor's appointment. So I'll be disappearing fairly soon.
Okay, so good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and next up, hi, Ms. Linda Monk. It's really great to see you. I haven't seen you for a long time either. Welcome.
Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. I'm so glad you have your hat on. It let me grab mine off my desk. It's freezing in my office. So nice to see everyone. Lots of familiar faces, and congratulations, Brenda, Duncan, and the team for this new launch. I'm so excited to be part of it. Hey, and Eric, my pal and co-author, just put on his hat. So we like to create trends together. Eric and I actually have done a number of book projects together, and two of them were with Mango, the Great Book of Journaling, which was a co-edited project, and Affirmations for Self-Love, a journal that we co-authored together. And both of those books went with Turner Publishing, and I know they're still selling because I just got an email this morning, someone telling me they bought the Great Book of Journaling, so that's awesome. I do need to get some paperwork to them so that I can get paid royalties, which will be lovely. I'm very excited about a book that Brenda and Duncan said yes to called The Adoptee's Guide to Healing, Wholeness, and Growth. Pre-orders have just started, and it's been an amazing learning experience creating this book. It started out as a journal and took on a life of its own and is now a guide. And I really want to thank Brenda specifically for just walking this path together, because it's just been an evolution of co-creation, and that's true of the cover and the interior. And I've just really, Brenda, truly appreciated your yes energy on helping this become what it's intuitively seemingly meant to become. And in terms of intentions for the new year, the word million has just been floating around me for a while. I've had this idea of an initiative called 1 Million Journaling. And I actually held that domain, really this idea that every journal writer counts. And then Brenda and I had a recent email exchange about my dreams for this adoptee guide. And I just wrote her a message and said, I have a dream that 1 million people will buy this book. And it wasn't motivated by book sales and revenue, although that would be lovely, but it's about impact and reach. And I did some math with the help of chat and learned that there are over 15 million adoptees on the planet. And that's those that are counted and those that are living in, current count. And I would love for this to reach a good percentage of them somehow. So that's marketing. So that's my dream for not for just 2026. I know it will go longer than that, but I hope it has big reach and positive impact.
Thank you, Linda. Yeah, and again, thank you to Macklin, who's been posting all of the links to all the books, including Linda's upcoming ones. So thank you, Linda. It's good to see you.
You too, Sherry.
Ms. Emily, who I did get just to see recently when we did our workshop together. Welcome, Emily. Will it let you unmute?
There I go.
There you are.
Just took a second. Yes, I'm so happy to be here today, and I was happy to be with Sherry. We had such a good presentation for, now I can't say the name of the, what is it?
Reimagine. We did
Reimagine. I knew it was for Reimagine together that we did. I focus on grief and happiness, and I'm doing so much in that. My first book with that other publishing company was Loving and Living Your Way Through Grief. And then I have another book called Grief and Happiness Handbook. And I have the Grief and Happiness podcast that I have had members of our community here be on. And I'm happy to announce we're just having our 400th episode. So it's doing very well. And if anybody in the group can relate to grief and happiness, please let me know, because I love to cover our family here first. And I am hoping in the new year to be working with Brenda on another book that we've been talking about. And I just love to do that. I have found such hope for people with grief and happiness, the concept of grief and happiness together. And I've also become a certified life coach because so many people who are grieving were saying, I don't know what to do now. So I am a dream builder coach and can help people find their purpose and get them through. So it all ties in together, and I love what I'm doing, and I love being with books who save lives, or that save lives. Thanks.
Emily, thank you so much. Thank you. And thanks for your beautiful work in the world too. This is so fun, you guys. I love this. I love hearing from all of you. Ms. Nina, hello. It's so good to see you too.
Hello, Sherry. Hello, everyone. Nice to be here. I remember last year attending, and I hadn't signed a contract yet with the publisher we won't name, but I did sign that contract on December 31st.
Oh.
December 31st. And Brenda went for her surgery, and when I contacted her a few weeks later, she said, I'm not working there anymore. And we had some conversations, and I had some conversations with Chris, and we assigned the book to Brenda, and I can't be happier because this book I can share here, I think. But this book has been, since I had the idea, has been like 15 years in the making. And it has gone, there have been all kinds of things. I won't bore you with all the things that have happened along the way. But Brenda has been an advocate for this book. This book got its start really at the San Francisco Writing for Change conference. Some of you know I've been involved with the San Francisco Writing for Change conference, or Writing for Change, the San Francisco Writers Conference for many, many years. I think I've only missed 3. I started as a volunteer, as a attendee, and then a volunteer, and then a panelist, and then a speaker, and I'm one of their success stories. But this book came out of the Writing for Change conference and was really encouraged. I was encouraged by Mike Larson, and then later on, Brenda was the one who had the interest in the book, and we went through COVID with no contact, and we've changed titles many, many times. And we have, it's been a long time in the making. So I am very, very happy to have this book release in a few weeks. It releases on January 6th. Anyone who would like to pre-order, we're happy to have you pre-order. We have lots of bonus material, a course and a journal. I think, Sherry, you mentioned something about reviews. I would be so happy to have reviews. If you want the ARC, let me know. I'll send you the ARC and you can get ready for that. But so this, I had a number of years where I wasn't writing and publishing, and that is not like me. It's a long story I won't go into, but in 2024, I said, this is it. I'm done. I got to get back to it. And it's taken me a year to have a book actually being released. I've re-released a few self-published books, and I got the rights back to one of my books. And so for me, 2025 is all about writing and publishing, to get the book that I have the rights to back out, to get this book out and have it succeed, and to...
Please say the title of the book.
Oh, Change the World One Book at a Time, Make a Positive and Meaningful Difference with Your Words.
Macklin sorry, Nina. I just want to say, and I just want to make sure that we can get to everybody. So I'm gonna forward us along a little bit, Nina, if that's okay.
Yeah, no worries. Just my intention for this year is just to keep writing and publishing, and to hopefully get this book in many, many readers' hands, so we create lots of books that save lives.
Yay. Oh, we're so happy to have you here with us, Nina. Thank you so much. Yay. Hey, Mr. Clayton. It's so good that you're here. I'm so happy to see you. Will it let you unmute? Here you are.
There we go. I hope.
Yep, we can hear you.
Good. I'm the newest member here. I'm the newest person. Erica looks like a veteran compared to me, because I hadn't even heard of this group until I got the invitation a few weeks ago. And I can tell I'm with kindred spirits here in one way or another. And I write young adult books that deal with a social issue that comes to play with an individual, usually a high school boy. 5 or 6 years ago, my second book actually was called The Bully Buster, about some high school kids who build a robot to defend themselves from bullies. And it doesn't exactly work out the way it does. And among other things, the book deals with the long and short-term impact of bullying and how the harm can go very, very far into the future. The book that I'm promoting now came out earlier this year in March. Is called The Secrets We Carry, Journal of a Girl in Trouble, and deals with a high school boy. I think I'm trying to relive my high school years as a cooler kid than I actually was back then, who finds a journal in his backpack, not knowing how it got there. He thinks it's a joke at first, but when he does read it, he realizes it's written by a girl in an abusive relationship.
Wow.
And there's no name, she doesn't give her name, but he figures that by looking at the classes she takes and the teachers that she has, that he will be able to find her. And somewhat in the spirit of a Don Quixote, he goes off to rescue her. And let's say that in the end, he's the one who needs to be rescued. And I'm
Oh,
giving, since I don't make my living from writing, I would starve if I did. I'm giving 2/3 of my earnings, whether by royalty or face-to-face sales at book fairs, to two organizations that help victims of sexual violence. One is RAIN, the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. And since I live in Ohio, the other one is the Ohio Domestic Violence Network. And
oh,
I'm promoting that book very hard right now, finding that online sales through Barnes and Noble or Amazon is a very difficult thing these days. So I recently came out with a trailer that I hope will spur some online sales.
oh,
So
Clayton, thank you. Thank
good
you
to see all of
so,
you.
and thank you so much for the good work you're doing in the world.
Okay.
Really powerful. It's great to have you here. Thank you. Dr. Nicolette, hello, hello. Good to see you.
Hi, so nice to be here, and love that I continue to be part of this through Jim Dandy. My book, Eat Real to Heal, was sold to Turner before Mango closed. All operations closed, and so that's good. And now it's been the 5-year mark, so I think 5 years or 7 years. So we're going to bring the book over to Jim Dandy. I just got to initiate that. However, I do that. We do that. I am a chronic disease reversal specialist and a mood disorder reversal specialist. So I work to get people off their prescription meds, off disability, and back to thriving in life. And I do that through metabolic nutrition, detoxification, and over the last 5 years, psychedelic therapy as well. We have never lost a client to suicide, lots of suicidal ideation. And so we, just get people back to thriving by healing their body from the inside out, which is very quick, easy, beautiful, and it's what I love to do more than anything. And then I have 2 more books, another book coming out with Jim Dandy this coming year, which is Tripping into Truth. And that is all about the science behind psychedelic therapy and how 88% of people can get off their medications and be PTSD, depression, and anxiety free in 1 day of therapy, 9 hours of therapy in 1 day. So that's the work that we do. So it'll be about my personal experience as well. So it's part memoir, part research, part work I do.
Woo!
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. And again, thank you too. I love this. Every single person here, such important work. Thank you. Hey, Edward, who I've been seeing online everywhere. You do such great social media stuff. Hi, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Yes, this is my book. The Boy from Mexico Becomes a U.S. Citizen. It's the third in a series. It's very timely with everything that's going on right now in the United States. And I'm just grateful to be part of the team. It was an interesting transition. Mongo was trying to take the book and release it, and Brenda got it. They had their own ridiculous ideas for it, and Brenda, Duncan, Macklin, Krishna, and we had our own ideas, and we sold 20,000 copies to a school district, and just good things from here on out, I foresee. So yeah, and I think for 2026 is just we have some more books coming out, so just keep on pushing.
Yay, Edward, thank you so much. Yes, what an incredibly important book as well. I mean, every author here, it's such a joy. Thank you. Loretta, I know you're a friend of this company of authors. Did you want to say anything? I know you're on your phone. It's okay if you don't. Well, I know that Loretta has been following along.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I'm actually on my iPad, but I don't look like I was full on this, so I didn't turn on my video. But thank you for allowing me to join. I needed to hear all of you today. Thank you so much.
Oh, honey
Okay.
pie. We're
Thank you.
so glad you're here. And I want to thank you because I know you've come to a lot of the Heart Wisdom panels through the years, starting
Yes.
way back when. And it's good to see you, honey.
Thank you. And maybe one day I'll be one of you in the works.
Maybe one
So,
day, yes.
you never
Yes.
know.
I
Okay.
love that so
Thank
much.
you. Okay.
Yay. Mwah. I think I've gotten to, is there anybody, I'm looking to make sure I got everybody who's.
You haven't gotten to you, Sherry.
Oh.
You have a book and you have intentions.
You know what? I do have a book and I have it right here. Whoops, I can't do it with the background. It won't show.
Put it on your face. Put it right in front of your face. There.
Does that show?
Yeah.
Well, it's called The Love List of a Lifetime. And as with many of you, I really have Brenda to thank for being the book fairy godmother. Brenda had this wonderful idea about an end-of-life planner with heart. And as soon as you approached me, I was like, yes, please. May I please? So this is like, it has all the nuts and bolts of a typical end-of-life planner, all of the legal logistical things you need to know. And it also has a whole second half that is about leaving behind love, leaving our stories, leaving love letters, making sure that the legacy that we leave is very intentional and filled with heart. And I'm super happy that it just came out in November. And I'm grateful to all of you. I see a lot of you who have done reviews, and I'm so grateful to all of you. And yeah, my intention for 2026 is to get the Heart Wisdom panels back up and running on a regular basis so that we can be talking to all of you, promoting your books, having these kinds of really meaningful conversations that I know have launched other books. And I love that piece of it. So I'm super excited to be, have us all together and that we have a new beginning. So looking really forward to that. Thank you. Brenda, before we go, we have another minute or so. Was there anything that you wanted, or Duncan, either of you wanted to send us off with?
Well, I just want to send everyone off with gratitude, and then also, let's stay in community. We are an unofficial, actually, maybe we are an official little community. Let's work together, to make it a better world, to support each other as authors, and just make a difference. I think that 2025 was a weird year. I mean, I'll always remember it and be grateful because it was the year that Books That Save Lives and was born. But I'm hoping that 2026 and beyond can be so much better and more positive and more uplifting. People just need to be uplifted. So let's do that together. We already are, but I think if we join hands and join forces, we can do it even more and more intentionally and more powerfully. So thanks to all of you, and let's stay together and make things happen.
Oh, Brenda, I love that. Duncan, did you want to say anything before we go?
Well, I was racking my brains for something to say, and I just know that 2026 has an election coming up that I'm hoping will make me feel a lot better. And I think there's many people here who will feel better after that election if it goes the way that I'm hoping it goes. So that's one of my intentions for 2026 is to balance things out a little so that people aren't afraid or fleeing the country. So that's all.
I love this. And again, I want to thank all of you. I know it's a busy time of year and a lot of our authors couldn't be here, but it just means the world to be with all of you. And to echo what Brenda said, I know for myself, this has been a hard year, a lot of loss. And when I'm with the Books That Save Lives community, I feel uplifted. I really do. And to her point, this is what we can all do for the world, right? This is what we can do with our books, with the messages that we have. And I just feel so grateful to each and every one of you for showing up today, for sharing your hearts, for sharing your wisdom, and look forward to seeing all of you in the new year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sherry, for all you do.
You're so welcome. I'm going to get all teary. It's so great to be here with all of you. Mwah. All right. Love you all.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Bye. Yeah, for the Heart Wisdoms in 2026.